Okay, we're set.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take my shot and then I'll explain. All right, guys. So I know a lot of people go for the one here too. For me, in match play, I'd go for the easy course one and the hard course one every time. But in stroke play, I don't like taking a risk of going down a stroke when I could easily at least save the birdie. Yes, it's great to gain a stroke here to go ahead and get that one, but they do land at a low percentage. All right, here we go. Nope. They make this thing harder and harder to see. Through it. There we go.
Okay.
So there is like I call it a skid mark right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you have to go through that skid mark. But the swing, the follow through in your swing matters as much as your as the pace.
Okay.
If you are landing over here, you're hitting it too hard. If your ball is going off over here, as long as you're on the mark, your ball is too hard. If you're hitting the mark and you're going here, your ball is too light.
Okay.
So that's a good way to how to gear it when you're in practice mode trying to learn that shot.
Cool.
When you're dealing with these type of slopes,
Mm-hmm.
you want to kind of aim towards the cup, but at the same time, not too much. A lot of people will miss that on the left because they're swinging to kind of to pull it that way, but this is automatically taking your ball left on you, so you don't have to adjust for it as much. It does come down to your pace again, but it's a good shot to practice. All right. This one's easy to accidentally jump out with. There are a couple other shots I've shown here on the run through in practice mode, but I just try to keep my ball low, make it over, but still keep it low into that corner and just go for the two here. The hole in one line again is a low percentage shot. You can hit it perfectly a bunch and still miss getting the hole on it. So this hole here, I do a little bit different than a lot of people. A lot of the pros, you'll see them come in high. They'll come in close and they'll come in high so they can try to get their ball through there. But a lot of times you see people miss doing that, so I actually keep mine out back towards the wall. And the reason I do that is it gives me more angle. So if I go a touch too hard or a touch soft, I'm not blocked like if I was in here and dropped it. So I keep it back a little bit. It does keep a longer putt with it, but I have more of a chance of a line in if I don't have a line to the hole.
And that was a birdie. That was a par.
Yeah, that was a par 4 with a birdie. Okay. And this is a par 3. I don't use the ramp here. Shocker, but I have another dot system on this one. So the easy way to find it is that there's these two big dots here, one here and one here. And just over halfway towards closer to this dot, there's like a little squiggly right here. And going right over that squiggly gets you right through there without a problem.
Okay.
Then it's just your pace. On this next one, I actually go at the dot. Now, there is a hole-in-one shot over here that you'll see people go for sometimes, which is the same similar line, but I actually hit the crap out of it because I'm not trying for the hole.
And where are you
I
hitting?
go.
Or what are you aiming
So
at?
I'm aiming at in this dot area. You don't have to be exact.
Okay.
Because I'm not trying for the hole. I don't have to hit it exact on the line
Okay.
because I'm hitting hard. It's taking a jump over there. All I'm doing is a setup on the other side. And I did come in a little bit low, but my speed saved me, which is why I hit it harder.
Okay.
If you come up closer to this, it's a smoother line in. For me, this is just me setting up for a 2 versus trying to go soft and set up.
Okay.
I just prefer this. All right. I have been jumping on this one backwards with a rock, but
Yeah.
let's see if I can do the other instead. It's bitten me in the butt a couple times. I do like the line that goes here too, but let's try to do the easier line.
Nice.
Yeah. This is one of those holes where I have about 4 shots that I use regularly. It depends on my mood and what type of game I'm playing and how safe I need to be. I jump. There's 2 different shots up here. One of them gets you up there safe. One of them's a hole in one risky line. There's the line up there. There's so many different things that you can do in this hole. It's just finding what works for you.
Yeah. Hang on just 1 second.
Absolutely. You're fine if you need to pause it.
No, we're Bad Wolf. I was just yeah. So she's got one at 4:30 and one at 7:30 tonight.
Which one am I playing in this? 7:30, right?
7:30, I think. I think that's what it's saying.
Okay. All right. So this one here, I actually, like I said, I've been playing over 2 years. I just found out there are 2 dots here from all people. Mr. I don't use dots. Tricky. There are 2 here where you just want to go right through these 2. One's here and one's here.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. He showed me that yesterday, and I'm going, what? Or the other day, and I'm like, wait, there's dots? He was telling somebody new in the room because we've actually been doing a lot of teaching in Krys 1. So we are aiming for here, which those dots do help. It's not going to be the whole line, but it's down in one. You can get the hole with this. The thing about going for the hole here is you have to hit it a bit harder, so you risk jumping out. And that's, I'd rather get the eagle here than jump it, so. I'll take that.
Ta-da.
Right? See if I can do this one. I'm messing this thing up. All right. I take a similar line to the daytime course. Oh, sit.
Mm.
There we go.
Okay. So
you can't hold it with that.
You're kind of going over this dot.
Yep. Yeah, I use the dot on this one. There are a couple other lines, but it's the one that I prefer. And even if you end up with the easy course hole in one shot, kind of like that first, sometimes it will come through here and it hits here. It's at least the safe 2. This one's definitely about speed, about which shot you end up with is how hard you're hitting over that dot. All right, here we go. So this one, what I do, I haven't gone right in a long time. The other day, I kind of wish I had. So you can jump and try to get the 1 or 2 or a lower number, but if you're not comfortable with jumping, if you go all right side, so here to there, it brings you down to this one. That one skips down to here, and then in, and it's a 5. So this is a part 8. So it's an automatic albatross as long as you don't miss your putts. However, most of us try to go for the more risky thing here, which is to jump.
Yeah.
I prefer the jump that stays in bounds. So I prefer hitting this just hard enough that it bounces and stays in here.
Okay.
However, lately that's not quite what it's been doing. Come on. Stay and out. Yep.
Mm.
Did this we were in, I think it was the KWTS playing with Indy and Jorge, and I ended up, the first one went out, second one, I don't know, it did something and stayed up here, and I actually surprised us all and put it in the cup from the tee box. So sometimes a bad jump goes good, and sometimes it just will bite you on this hole. Come on, stay in. Okay.
Oh,
I'll take it.
All right.
Yeah. Now you can try to do what I do on that easy course, and I've done this before, where you're trying to hit it into this off of that jump, but controlling the jumps are difficult. If you're hitting a left side of the cup, it takes it kind of to the right. If you're going off the right side of the cup, it takes it left. And those are just things that you learn when you're in practice mode and trying to hit different parts of the cup.
Yeah.
It does change where it goes. All right. So we're going to go ahead. This one we're going to go a little bit earlier than the other one.
Nice.
The aim point on this one is off into this direction. I don't actually have a dot. I just kind of shoot off towards this way.
Okay. Yeah, I don't use a dot on this. I don't use dots very often, which is why I'm such an inconsistent player, I'm sure.
Yes and I know most of the dots in the game for the basic shots. I've been trying to learn from Jorge some of the more advanced. You see the dot, you don't look at the hole, and you hit the ball over dot. That's all great, but it's hard to pace it like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm used to looking at where I got to go and pace. And when you're doing those particular shots, you're not really looking at pace. You just have to know the pace. Let me tell you, it's humbling really quickly. Really quickly. That might have been a touch hard and a little too far down. So I hit too early in this ball. This hole-in-one line, but it's also, for me, it's not just a hole-in-one shot, it's the safe shot over. I'm heavier on my swing. I hit harder. So for me, banking is safer for me because it takes some of the speed off of it for me.
Yeah.
But up here is the ideal because it will come hit here, and when it comes in, it will go in off of the bank there. The one that I did, you can hole it like this, but you have to have it, like, it's got to come down and actually catch the hole on its way by, so it's not as reliable, but for the hole. But it's a good 2 getting over here. You can go straight at it. I just tend to go straight at the next hole when I do that. This one you want to hit similar to where that hole-in-one line is, and that's just going to get you over there safe. The hole-in-one line on the easy course will get you down there for this too, because it's a par 2, so you don't want to mess with this. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
This one here is a little bit different than the easy course. You could still do that bank that I showed for the easy. What you don't want to do is try to put this thing in slow. You don't want to hit into this pipe slow because it won't go. This one is sitting down further than the easy one. It's not up close. So
I never knew that.
That's why, like, when you go slow at the easy one, right, if it hits it and rolls a little bit, it will still go in usually. But because there's a gap here between the end of this and down here, see this gap?
Yeah.
It being low like that, when you hit it low, it hits this and then rolls to the side when you hit it slow. So you want a little bit of pace on it so that that doesn't happen. Ooh, I got it. Let's see if I can turn it. I did last night. So where you land down here depends on what shot you can take. You don't always get it, but it's a pretty safe shot. Because I'm on the right side, I'm going to go ahead and go for the 2 banker.
Bam.
So the two banker.
If you're
Yep.
on, if
Go ahead.
you end up on, let's see, that would be your
On
right
this right
side.
side.
You want to shoot to the left,
hmm
vice versa. What if you're down
Yep.
the middle?
Just put your ball straight over there for a layup and don't screw around because it's not going in. and
Awesome.
and you could end up hitting something by mistake.
Okay.
And coming back. So
Cool.
that was I've tried a couple times, but the other night when I was playing with Indy and Jorge, I was dead on, and they said the same thing. Like, if you're dead on, just push your ball over there. It's safer than anything because it's not going to go.
Okay.
If you are on this left side, the difference between, we call this one, so the one I did is the 2-banker, the other one's a 4-banker.
Yeah.
So when you're on this left side, you need to give it more heat because it's going to come through, and it literally is hitting 4 times. So it has to hit here, hit there, hit there, hit there, and in. So
Okay.
it has to have more power on it because it's got 4 banks that it has to do. All right. Every time I'm worried about this one, I don't get it. So this one here, lately I've been saying this,
Since they changed it.
I came in too early. No, it's just, no, I used to do this sometimes on the other one too. It's sometimes shots get in your head. This is one of those for me. But this, if you look on the outside, this comes to like a point, and it's pointing right here.
Okay.
And that's where I go for my hit. I came in too early on the wall. It should have enough pace where it hits here, hits over here, and banks around. Now,
Okay.
if you do the boo-boo that I just did, and you end up over here, there is a rescue shot to put in the hole. But you have to be really careful with this rescue shot because you're shooting up a ramp. But if you aim towards this rock and hit the wall at the rock, you can put the ball in from down there. But one thing to remember too is that you can also jump it out and end up with a bogey. So you want to try for it, but not kill the ball. And
Oh, wow. Great shot. Can you repeat
thanks.
it?
Yep. And I was aiming right for the rock, just where it landed on the
Okay.
ramp.
Cool.
All right. I hate this hole. So I'll get that out right now. I totally hate this hole, and I'm considering right now just throwing my ball down. Oh man. I just looked at my wrist. All right. I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can do the jump. I dislike this hole though. No, you know what? I'm going for the birdie.
Sure.
I have a minus 19 on my wrist, so I'm not in territory for my record because I only have a 25 under here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and now. A lot of people lose their entire score on this hole because a lot of us jump every time, but you don't technically have to jump every time. You can go for the birdie and get a possible. I mean, if I miss, I'm still getting a par.
Yeah.
So there's 2 ways to do it. Let's see if I can get it in. Oh! I'll take the par. That's all right.
Nice.
So the one that I was going for was the one that comes in with a little more speed. You want it to come in with a bit of speed so it catches here and rolls in. The other one that you can go for is a little less speed. What you need it to do is to come up only half on this ramp. So it will come up and turn itself and go in. They're both good shots. It's just depending on whether you're good at hitting a little harder or a little lighter, pacing things. I tend to go for the harder. This one you can go a little light on the hit if you come into this side here and go into there.
Okay.
I'm alone and I'm sitting in with a 21. I don't have, I'm sitting above what I have right now for the monthly.
Awesome.
No, I can't use it.
Oh.
Somebody comes in here.
Oh, I can jump out and you can get somebody in.
Let's go ahead and do this hit first. No, I'm gonna blow it. We don't have to worry about it. It's gonna blow it right here. Should have gone safe. All right. It's only going to be 2 above what I already posted, so that's all right. So I am taking a bogey on this one. So it's going to be a 20 under. It's an okay score. I could have got way better if 18 went a little bit better, but 18 is a nightmare. I did do the go for it 2 shot. I probably shouldn't have gone for the go to it 2 shot. I could have gone for the birdie or an eagle.
Yeah.
And come out way better. But
this is
minus
still
20 is not bad on this one.
Still
yeah, it is.
Score.
It is, especially where I did it. I put that minus 20 up using mostly safe shots, especially not jumping on 15 or 16. Not doing that jump on 16. I did jump on 10, but
okay.
I think the 10 jump is a little safer than 16's jump.
Yeah, cool. Good video.
All right. Thank you.